These illustrations depict what researchers say could have been the youngest children to have ever been tattooed. Using infrared scans, they looked for tattoos on the bodies of people from several cultural groups in what's now Sudan.
We found way more than we ever anticipated. So we added 25 new individuals to a compendium of only 30 that had been previously published. So nearly doubling the number of known tattoos. And what's even more amazing is that we were finding them on little kids, toddlers. Even one possible tattoo on an infant who's only like 7.5 to 10.5 months old. So the number of tattoos on very young children was a really surprising find. We weren't expecting that at all. Well, it tells us a lot about the culture, to see that, particularly that these very young children are being tattooed. It brings up a lot more questions that I think we were being, really able to answer with just this one survey, even though we had more than 1,000 people in our survey.
Baker and historian Ann Austin used the remains of individuals excavated from cemeteries at two sites in modern-day Sudan, Semna South and Kulubnati. The bodies were first recovered in the 1960s and 70s and were hundreds and sometimes thousands of years old.
When we're looking at human remains that have been around, these people died over 1,000 years ago or more. In many cases, their skin has changed colors and even changed textures because of that long process. And when you look at their skin, there's a lot of different changes that you just assume are because of that process. But once we started finding patterns of tattoos and we started to know kind of what to look for, then we were actually able to see some of these tattoos with the naked eye and then verify them with infrared imaging.
The remains from the two sites were gifted to the institutions by the government of Sudan. They're cared for at Arizona State University. Baker and Austin's article is published in the scientific journal PNAS.